Assalamu alaikum, peace. This is Alim, aka Knowledge, aka Sahil Juma Mubarak. It is January 10th, 2025, under the Gregorian calendar. I don't know what it is under the Islamic calendar. I ain't Googled that yet. In fact, give me 1 second. Hold up. Did this only right? Um, what is today's date on the Islamic calendar? All right. So today is January 10th, 2025, under the Gregorian calendar, which is the calendar that is paying homage for all the Roman deities, right? Coming from the Vatican, which is in Rome. Kind of crazy, right? But it is the Islamic calendar. It is 1446 is the year, and it is the 10th month, and it's the seventh day. All right. Um, you want to know the months? You're gonna Google that on your own. All right, bet. So peep it. So the claim is that the notion of predestination contradicts the idea of free will. That if Allah created 99.9% of humanity to be destined for punishment without them ever having a chance, it raises questions about divine justice and fairness. Right? Salam alaikum. So the counterclaim is that the concept of predestination in Islam does not negate human free will. Instead, it emphasizes that while Allah has knowledge of all outcomes, humans are still responsible for their choices and actions. Now, this is my reference. This is the show and prove, like the 5%ers, the guys in the earth be saying, show and prove, or like when you in the Nation of Islam, up in study group, show and prove. Alright, so now I'm going to show and prove. So, the nature of Allah's knowledge. In Islam, Allah's knowledge encompasses all that has happened, is happening, and will happen. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:255 states, His knowledge extends over the heavens and the earth. This divine knowledge does not impose predestination in a way that eliminates free will. It exists outside of time as we understand it. Now, human responsibility. The Quran and Hadith emphasize personal accountability. The Prophet, right, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, actions are judged by intentions, as in Sahih Bukhari. This indicates that individuals are responsible for their choices, and their intentions play a crucial role in judgment. Now, historical context of prophethood. Throughout history, Allah has sent prophets to guide humanity. You'll find that in Surah Al-Nahl 1636. It mentions, and we certainly sent into every nation a messenger. This highlights that every community has had access to divine guidance, ensuring that people are not judged unfairly. The absence of a prophet in a particular region does not imply that the people are without moral guidance or accountability. scientific perspective on free will. Research in neuroscience suggests that while certain aspects of our decisions may be influenced by biology and environment, humans still exercise a degree of agency in their choices. Studies on moral decisions reveal that individuals can discern right from wrong, reflecting the fitra, which is natural disposition, fitra, mentioned throughout the Islamic teachings. Now, let's talk about divine justice and mercy. The concept of divine justice in Islam ensures that those who are unaware of the message of Islam will not be punished unfairly. You'll find that in Surah Al-Isra 17:15 states, "And we never punish until we have sent the messenger." This emphasizes that divine accountability is rooted in the opportunity to receive guidance. In closing, the Islamic understanding of predestination and free will is complex, but it is fundamentally holds that humans are accountable for their choices. Allah's conscious, Allah's omniscience, it means He is everywhere. Allah is Al-Alim, all-knowing. I'm just Alim, little Alim, but that's Al-Alim, the all-knowing. Allah does not negate human agency. Rather, it coexists with the principles of justice and mercy. The historical context of prophethood and the inherent moral compass within all people further support the idea that each individual is given the opportunity to strive for righteousness. Alright? Peace. Assalamu alaikum. Listen, I'm not an imam. I'm not a mufti. I'm not a hafiz. I'm just Alim. 1 year theology, certificate in ministry and human services. But as the book of Quran states, it is a duty of every Muslim, brother and sister, to study from the cradle to the grave. Because before Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, came in to guide people back to the right path, it was already stated in the Bible. Even though a lot of books got taken out, a lot of things got put in, things of that nature, but still, it's still stated in the Bible. Hosea 4:6, "My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge." Now, it's a wonder, while also in the Bible, it states that there'll be a group of people that'll be taken from a land and be distributed throughout the world, and will be speaking a language that's not theirs, will be practicing a religion that's not theirs, will have a culture that's not theirs, and they will be afflicted with oppression for about 400 years. Only one group of people I could think of when it comes to that. And whether you want to say African descent, or you want to say descent of Al-Kabolam, or you want to say the sons and daughters of Adam, or you want to say the Mennonite people, was distributed throughout the land. As like blacks in North America speaks English, they had the English slave master. The blacks in Spanish-speaking countries speak Spanish because they had a Spanish slave master. The blacks that speak French, they had a French slave master. The blacks in Brazil that speaks Portugal, they had a Portugal slave master. The ancestors didn't have a choice of where they went to. You heard? Um, in addition, Islam was here before Columbus was here. Feel me? The indigenous people, the Cherokees, all of them was Muslim. A lot of them converted to Islam, thanks to Master Musa and many other Muslim scholars and travelers that came to the shores of North America or Turtle Island, um, came, exchanged information. You still have proof of this with the Olmecs, and they basically, share information, share knowledge. That's why you see temples and pyramids looking similar. That's why in this side of the world, the Mayas have the best calendar, and for this side of the world, they had already a calendar system, a writing system, the whole nine yards, just like they had in Kemet, ancient Egypt. You know, um, Moors. You know what I'm saying? Majority of Moors are Muslim. Majority. There was already Moors that was over here in America before Columbus came, and before Columbus went to Spain. Of course, there was Moors over there, along with the Black Arabs, along with the Pale Arabs. It was ruling Spain, and it was known as Andalusia or Andalus, which means the land of the Vikings. And Muslim Spain ran from the year 1711 to 1492. It is known as the Golden Era. This is where, the first university took place, first bathroom. The rest of Europe was, I don't know what they was doing. In regards to bathing, they was just good for perfume and all that other stuff. But, they was dealing with the plagues and all that. But, the blessings of Allah, the golden era, they was intact because they had a bathing system. You always got to wash your hands before you pray. You always got to wash your hands before you eat. You always got to, things of that nature. Even when cleaning yourself, always using water. It was just cleanliness, not saying education, the whole nine yards. You can read about it. Moors in Spain by Stanley Poole, and there's a whole bunch of other books. Just read about the Moors in Spain, Muslim Spain. And in addition, about 7,000 words in the Spanish language is Arabic. Um, in addition, this is the reason why you might see some Middle Eastern that you be like, oh shit, excuse my language. Oh, I thought it was, Boricua or Dominican or something like that. Or you might look at a Middle Eastern and be like, oh, I thought you was, Boricua Dominican. Or think of Boricua Dominican is, or Cuban might, back and forth. You know why? Because of the history. You heard? And then, of course, what happened? King Ferdinand, Queen Isabella got together for the betterment of the church. And then the weak conquest happened. Of course, the Crusades been going on from that time and kept going on through the Ottoman Empire, and it still is going on to today. That's the Zionist movement right there. You heard? So, Jim Mubarak, this is Eileen. Have a blessed day.